I think it was also the way, what actors you choose to focus on. Like, I mean, because there were these the doctor was there, but definitely there were moments when the way the camera worked, or certain shots, for example, like the hand on hand shot, like, where the camera stayed, or the the woman, the two women, right, like the mother on. So a sort of way in which then through the editing it evokes, it draws us in unexpected ways, and so again, like, yeah, the question of where do we position ourselves when watching the hospital comes up, right? Yeah.
I mean, how would this entire style of filmmaking, uh, why do you think we would like to use this? Why don't we see this style in films these days? Any idea?
No, it's a commitment to a certain way of looking. I mean, that's what it comes across. That you basically, it's not so much on the subject, but it's the way you approach a subject. So that commitment is the strongest in this. I mean, that's what gives you that kind of a detached kind of a look of the whole experience. But at the same time, it's also intimate in the sense, the kind of affection, the kind of, not affection, I wouldn't call affection, the kind of care. Say that is evident, that's kind of seeping throughout the whole thing. But dispassionate and just looking at it, it's quite amazing.
But at the same time, it's not obtrusive.
It's not at all obtrusive. Yeah, not at all.
And I think that's something remarkable. How do you achieve a look like that,
Mm.
which is where the camera is not obtrusive at all,
Mm.
at all? At least not in the footage which we've seen in the film. Maybe there was much more footage, and obviously there was. I mean, I mean, his shooting ratio is huge
Mm.
in all his films.
Yeah.
So, but what comes across is that the camera is completely unobtrusive,
Mm.
and yeah.
And sometimes I even wondered whether the doctors who are attending to them are responding to the presence of the camera. There were a few places I felt like that they do acknowledge that the camera is filming, and their behavior pattern was determined by that. I thought a few places.
Mm, mm,
Not so much to the patients, but mostly about the doctors.
yeah.
I also, actually, to add on to Ramani's dispassionate view, I'm not sure I would use the word dispassionate, but that very fierce attempt not to narrativize anything, any episode. Each of those stories were dramatic moments by themselves that could have been taken forward, or that emotion could have been taken forward. But at no point does he do that. Consistently, you are with that moment for the moment, and that's it. Building that up to anything is not the way it is structured. So if there's a very emotional moment here, it is not necessarily followed by a deeper emotional moment. Or, there is no attempt to narrativize. And unfortunately today, all documentary is tending towards
Telling a
solid
story,
narrativizing.
telling a story, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so this kind of a rhythm is almost seems like unreal, actually.
I mean, you should try and watch some of his other films, like Central Park, which is like 3 hours long, even Welfare, and The Ticket Follies, which is one of the few films which is still banned in America.
I'm interested in seeing more of his work. Mm.
Oh well, the National Film Archives has 7 of his films. Yeah, they have, and you can find a few on torrents, and of course the DVDs are available easily now. All his films. And he's still shooting. He's 83 and he's still making films. On an average, one a year. In the same style. Yeah. Okay, we'll call it day. Just to remind you, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have a special 3-day film festival on Kashmir. Friday, we start at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 to say 8:39. And Saturday and Sunday, we start at 10 o'clock in the morning. The details are all up there on Facebook. And if you're not on Facebook, if you can just leave your email ID outside, we'll just keep you informed. Thank you. Thanks a lot.